Hello, everybody. Let me just make sure that voices. Oh, yeah, you can all hear me. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another MiniMark Draft. It is the 7th of February, which means Happy February to everybody. It's kind of cool. We're in a new month now, which is, I guess, means I'm in my second month, even though, like, I haven't done 31 days. Time is weird. Anyways, I'm going to be doing another cube this week because I don't really know what invasion is like, and it sounds scary. I mean, they're invading. That's not a nice thing for people to do. So yeah, I'm gonna not do that. But okay, so we have a pack here. Um, Definitely has a bunch of stuff in it. Um, what is this? Return target creature. When this creature becomes target of spell or ability, sacrifice it. Yeah. I'm gonna pass on that. Reanimator was probably fun. I don't know. Wall of Blossoms is good, but not like, for now. Balance is super powerful. You can craft a board state that basically just makes your opponent, very, very sad. It allows you to come back if you're in some kind of like overwhelming position where you're just like dead. Taurian Mauler is always fine if you're going red, typically, because it's red. But I already did red, and I'm not entirely sure how to play Balance or Magic Mannequin that well. So I'm gonna take Tree Speaker and let's just go big green. If we get more stuff that is good for a big and a green deck. So what do we have here? Oh, we have one of the cards that if we saw in the last draft we would have been hosed for. Let's see. I mean, Shadow Mage Infiltrator's fine. Putrid Leech is fine. If you want to, like, beat down. I mean, Phantasmal Image is always a really good pick. Ink Eyes is good. I mean, if you want to go, like, a Reanimator style. Smokestack is very powerful if you can, again, it's a board state thing. If you can get yourself in a position where you can abuse it, then you can get kind of silly. I think I'll take the Phantasmal Image. You know what? We'll take Ink Eyes. Maybe we can go some like green ramp plus black reanimator. Maybe if we wield a mannequin, we'd be super happy. So what do we have here? I mean, acidic slime's always really good in a situation like this, because the cube has a ton of really powerful artifacts, enchantments, and even lands. Like, if you can slam an acidic slime on somebody and just, blow up, like if they detention sphere one of your big dudes, or if they have some other like crazy enchantment going on that they can't, defend from an acidic slime, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. Whenever land taps for mana, add another mana. I don't think we're gonna be like ramping out a lot of land. Reload, put into your hand, and then just a ramper. I think I'm just gonna go with the acidic slime. It's just really powerful, and we can probably get like, hopefully we get like a maybe Bayou or Caryatid or something like that back. Because those are all like really good stuff. What do we have here? I mean, this is a good card to ramp into. It's like really, really good. Sphinx's Arrive is really good. Frost Titan is just crazy. I mean, it kind of has hexproof, at least when you cast it. If you can like ramp it out with something, because they're really not going to have a way of dealing with this magical 6/6. That's also going to allow them to have out some extra mana. So that could be a really good ramp target. It's also a fine like reanimation target if we end up going that way. But as of right now, we only have the one, and then we have like just random green stuff. You know, I think I'm gonna take Frosty the Snowman here. He's just so silly good. Like, you can ramp into him, and I don't know. I still don't know what I'm doing. So, you know, there's that. Um, ooh, that's just good because it like, you know, just draws cards eventually. Wake Thrasher is really good in certain decks. Winter Orb, huh? I mean, I have a Tree Speaker, and if I can just start picking up a bunch of mana creatures and like mana rocks, which is what I would like to be doing, a Winter Orb could be really good, but it probably will come back. And if it doesn't, then it might be a sign that we're in the wrong deck because somebody else would be taking it for that same purpose. Um, Grip, but I don't want to take a Grip right now. Maelstrom Pulse is like, you know, just blow up an on-land permanent. I think that's what I'm going to take here. Yeah. Maybe get a little bit control-y. Uh, Rude Awakening's fine. Make your lands a bunch of 2/2s. Or like, you know, ramp out something really big. Make like 7 mana, untap all of your mana, keeping 2, then you make like 9. Or like you can do some pretty silly things. I just haven't really been impressed with the packs all that much yet. I mean, we could take an Obliterator and maybe Mono Black would be a thing. Can take the River for fixing, depending on how we decide to go. I think I'm just going to take Misty. It'll probably be fine in most of the decks we're going to run with this assortment of random cards. But I don't I don't feel as good about this draft as I did with the last one. Because I know how to play Mono Red. It is my jam. Like, I can play Mono Red. This is less so good. So, when it's tap for mana, add 1 mana of any color. So it ramps. Maybe that's our theme. I don't know. There's a lot of good red here. And by good red, I mean there's a good red card. Yeah, I think it's that this is better than. I mean, we don't even know if we're playing blue, so deep analysis might not be that good. Ooh, Shardless Agent. Oh, Deranged Hermit though. This card's kind of nuts. I just realized how bad of a pun that was. I'd like to apologize to my family for shaming them and making a nuts pun with something that makes scroll tokens. So anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to take the Hermit here. He's kind of good. You know, he makes a ton of power and toughness spread out a bunch of creatures. Even if you're just getting 5 power and toughness for 5 mana, and then, I mean, that's fine. And if you can keep him alive, you can do some pretty silly things. Myr would be good if we're ramping, and Shardless Agents is just going to hit value, but I think we're going to take that for now. Maybe we take a Flooded Grove here. It's a land that taps for green, which is fine. We have a lot of green stuff, but it can also allow us to hit like our Frost Titan. Or do we want the Woodland Cemetery to fix for our black in case we want to play Pulse and stuff? I'm going to take the Mannequin here and just kind of hedge a little bit. That's actually a terrible idea. Why did you do that, Mark? You're terrible at this game. Ugh. Oh, Leech is fine. It lets me do some beatdowns. Caryatid ramps. I think it ramps better than the alternative there, which was Woodland Duty guy. He's all like, I'm in the woods and stuff. I don't remember his name. You saw the card. You have YouTube. You can rewind. I can't. I'm in real life now. I'm going to take Edric. He seems good. If I end up having a bunch of like little creatures being down and he can't, like if I go 1 drop, 2 drop and they're elves, and then I can just slam him, I can draw some extra cards and get doing some good stuff. I'll take Grip for the side in case somebody plays something that I want to grip. Rude Awakening came back, which is good. And Chaos Warp, which I'm going to hide because I don't want to be tempted by it. I'm the type of person who sees Chaos Warp and says, Ooh. I can do some stupid stuff right now. And stupid stuff is exactly what you're doing with that card. Alright, so what do we have here? We have Harmonize, Dismember, Thragtusk, Beast Within, O-Stone, which is always really good. Floodplain if we want it, but I don't think we do right now. Turnabout. Well, that card can be fine. But I don't like the double blue, and our deck is probably just splashing blue. Maybe even cutting the Frost Titan at some point. Do we want a Beast Within so we can just blow up what they have? O-Stone so we can just, blow up the whole world? Dismember kills a creature, or Thragtusk, which is just value. He's just a little value, Thraggers. Huh. I think I don't want board wipe. I have a lot of stuff I'm trying to do. Let's cost sort this, and we'll hide the grip. So I think I'm just gonna take a Thragtusk. We're a little cluttered up here, and removal's good always, so I'll take a Beast Within. Maybe I can do something cool with it. Ooh, Green Sun Zenith. What do we have right now? We have an Acidic Slime, Deranged Hermit, Edric, and then just like random creatures on the bottom end. Green Sun Zenith's probably fine. Like, it does stuff that we want. If, it goes and searches and we can get some cool stuff, do some cool stuff. Sorry, sometimes my brain just goes, you should say the same thing 5 times. Capsize is good. If we have a lot of mana, which, we don't have a lot of the mana rocks or anything like that, so we're not, like, super happy about it right now. Because the ability to buy back is super important on that. You can just, lock someone out of the game with it. Just bounce something every turn, end of turn. I think I'm going to take a Shriekmaw. Because, removal's removal. That's always going to be true. And it's a creature, and it does good stuff for us. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards 2 cards. Seems good. Doomblade is good. We can play kind of like a ramp deck with some control in it to kind of keep us going for a little bit until we can get there. Alternatively, we can take Twilight Mire for fixing purposes, which is probably fine. Tar Pit would be cool if we didn't, I think we would rather have the Mire now than have a Tar Pit. Or do we just want, just a straight-up Doomblade? I think I'll take the Doomblade. Again, for those of you who are just joining me, I have no idea. I have a decent idea how to play this format, which is Cube. But I'm not the best at it, so, you're going to see me making mistakes, and that's to be expected. I think I'll take a Breeding Pool, or no, I'll take a Chalice. We don't really have much stuff that we're trying to ram to, but we're kind of just like a weird control deck right now, I guess. It's like a little bit of stuff to ramp out in the early game. We don't really have any targets for our ramp yet, though. I guess the alternative is what, like a Mana Elf or a Carnophage for like beatdowns that then results in us being sad eventually. Or like a little bit of fixing. We might get the Breeding Pool back, though. There's no reason to believe that somebody might take it on us. Unless they're playing... Yeah, we'll take the Chalice for now. Who knows? Who knows? Ooh, Gatekeeper of Malakir is kind of good. Probably he's going to be in the mono black deck, though. We don't have enough black right now that we're consistently play him on turn 4 or 5 even, probably. We have like a Misty Rainforest as our only fixing, and that's not really helping right now. It's more to splash for Edric or Frost Titan. So I think I'm going to take the Lotus Cobra. It fixes our mana somewhat. It ramps us when we're hitting our land drops. And if we're not hitting our land drops, then oops. Um, Again, we're kind of ramping into just kind of nonsense, but hey, who cares? This is the cube. We're here to have some fun. So I'll take the Lotus Cobra. Um, Kusho, what do you do? You're the Drain 5. Okay. Kusho seems fine. Um, are we storming? I don't think we're storming. Yeah, I don't really see us having what it takes to storm out like 3 or 4 cards from Mind's Desire to make it really worth it. Um, Vines of Ashwood's fine. We're not playing Bear. Port's really good though. And if we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of ramping ourselves. So playing a Rashidun Port isn't the worst thing in the world, and it can allow us to keep them off of their mana for a little bit. So I think I'll take that. The rest of the cards are kind of meh. And I do understand what I just did. I totally just said, we don't have anything to ramp into. Oh, look, something to ramp into. Well, I guess we'll take this other card. Don't judge me, Internet. Um, so what do we have here? I mean, Fairy Conclave is a land that can become a fairy. It's blue. Moment's Peace is not something we really want right now. Nostalgic Dreams is not something we really want. We're not playing red, sadly. There's like a billion red cards. Um, I think I'll take a Relic. I'm pretty sure we're not playing in the deck of reanimation. So I don't think we really want the reanimating thing. Ooh, Deadbridge Chant. I think we want to hate the reanimation thing is what I was trying to say. Search for a forest and put onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Huh. I don't think we're doing that. Regrowth is really good, but I think I'm just going to take a Deadbridge Chant. If we can ramp into it, it just lets us draw 2 cards every turn. That seems fine. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so do we want a Wrath of God, a Wrath just to get some hand destruction, or a Harmonize to just draw cards? I think we want the Harmonize. Drawing cards is always good, and in green, come on. How do you beat this card? Easily. You use any number of ways. Kill me before turn 4. Counter it. I answer my own questions, so you don't have to. I think it's better than a Rats or an Oblivion Stone, because I don't think we're playing control. We have 10 creatures right now. Ooh, wow, we got the Green Sun Zenith back? I mean, for 8 mana for 6 mana we hit Deranged Hermit or Slime. We can hit like a Edric or something in the early game if we want to get them. The alternative is to get some artifact or enchantment destruction, but we already have Pulse and Beast Within, so I think we're fine there. So I'm going to take a Green Sun Zenith here. It just seems good. Ooh, and we got the Mire back? Are we putting a bunch of stuff in the graveyard? Well, yes. Are we doing it with the intent of being able to make a Tarmogoyf big? What are the odds of that happening? Not that good, maybe? I think I'll just take the Mire, get some fixing. And, ooh, sweet, we got the Breeding Pool back. That's actually really nice. So our mana is going to be a lot better now. Genesis Wave? Are we playing Genesis Wave? I don't think we want to play Mountain Valley because it's not the best thing ever. I'll take the Ravings so things don't happen, and Nostalgic Dreams because maybe we do something. I don't know. I'll hide it for now though. I don't think it's a great card that we like truly want right now. So we have 2 targets that we want to ramp into, like a Genesis Wave and a Green Sun, which are both really good. What do we have? Jeez. Cultivate. Search for 2 basic lands, 1 on the battlefield, 1 to your hand. Tidings is draw 4 cards. Braids. Are we a Braids deck? Beginning of each upkeep, they sacrifice an artifact, creature, or land. Are we a Braids deck? Maybe. We do have ways of getting like card advantage off of Edric and Harmonize. But we're also probably one for winning ourselves a lot with like Pulse and Doomblade. Braids is kind of a fun card to play with though, as a really unique effect. I mean, you're not going to be playing a regular deck and then just all of a sudden be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to throw Braids in there, because it does the same thing as everything else. No, it's she just looks like she's crazy. She just looks crazy pants. You know what? Why not? Let's take Braids. I mean, Upheaval, Impulse, Cultivate. Yeah, you're fine, but we can probably get some of you back. Um, Pristine Talisman and Pentad Prism and Mana Elves. Servitude's really good. Aetherling is Aetherling. Emrakul, I don't think we ended up getting there with the ramp deck idea. We're probably actually going to be cutting some of the rampy type stuff, unless we get like some really good packs here. I think we're going to be a fair deck, and that is not a position I enjoy being in when I'm playing in a cube, because being the fair deck oftentimes means you're playing a deck that just gets rolled over by the stupid. You get rolled over by the stupid because they just show up and they're just like, okay, well, you're dead. So what do I want to do? I guess I'll take the Talisman. Yeah, I'll take the Talisman. It gains you life every turn, and it can do some pretty cool stuff. Target opponent discards a card at random, then discards a card. That seems powerful. Are we... Well, I mean, it seems good with Braids, because it reduces the amount of things that they have that they can play and sacrifice. Terracidon's really good, because it just blows up a whole bunch of stuff. We have some ramp, not a lot. We're still missing like the big mana rocks, which for all I know aren't even in this format, which is great. I should have probably read the list before I did these videos. Mold Drifter is always value, but Stupor probably will come back. I want to take a Terracidon here. He's just big and derpy. Or do I want a Sundering Titan? I'll take a Terracidon. And then we get an Avenger Zendikar? Sure. Ooh, but Ancient Tomb. That ramps. Flint 4 we're not playing. What does this literally do? Discard a card and also tutors. Divining Top. I don't think I want Divining Top. So I have some things to ramp into that are pretty decent. So do I want the Ancient Tomb, or do I want something that helps me ramp, or something that helps me with my late game so I have something I can slam? I'll take the Tomb. Maybe I can get the Avenger back. Who knows? Ooh, and a Channel? I mean, Channel's good. It can do some pretty stupid stuff. I mean, okay, so I think we're just going to take the Channel. And an Oracle of Moldiah? Okay, well, I guess sometimes you just wait until the last pack to get all the cards that you want to have. I mean, alternatively, we could take like an Underground Tomb and fix our mana. Or we can take like Narcolepsy to tap something down, or Yogwill, which is really powerful card. I mean, if you play it in the late game, you can get some value getting like multiple cards back or like hitting land drops from it. But I think I'm gonna take the Oracle over the fixing because we already have what one. So we basically have a free splash and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Oracle. And I mean, the way that cards have been wheeling, which are kind of oh jeez, the way cards have been wheeling, I think we can get away with it. Um, I mean, I guess I'll take an Awakening Zone. It's a really cool card. It has a, you know, it makes you mana every turn, and you can save it up for 2 or 3 turns, and then do something silly with it. The alternative is a Tragic Slip, but we already have a couple of removal spells, so I'm not like super worried about that. And I think I'd rather be like a ramp deck with removal, so we can get through the early game, rather than whatever else we could be. Skeletal Scrying. Exile X cards from your graveyard. Draw X cards, lose X life. No. Necropotence is super good. Exile the top card. Return to your hand at the beginning of your next end step. That could be good. What do Wood Elves do? Search enters the battlefield. On the battlefield. I think I'll just take this for some card draw and stuff. I mean, some of the cards there were really powerful, but we're not splashing for red. All these cards are still here, so I don't think there's a mono red drafter. If there was, I mean, I don't know what he took over Magus of the Moon or Zealous Conscripts, but hopefully it was not something good. And we got this back. Well, I mean, turn 2 Emrakul seems good, right? Turn 2 Emrakul, anyone? I mean, we're going to try it. I mean, this is not a good deck. Do not be surprised looking at this and being like, oh, this deck's probably fine. No, this deck is not fine. This deck is terrible. It's going to result in some very, very silly things happening. Oh, good. So we got Avenger back. More ramp targets, now that we magically found the ramp deck in this format. I think it's just better than a Lily. Can we splash for Nicol Bolas? No, we don't have any way. I don't think I want to make my deck just so much worse. We'll take a Hex Mage in this for the side if somebody plays like JTMS, so we can just be like, okay, kill it. Hopefully before you start doing just broken things with that card, which isn't hard because, of what card it is. And Price of Progress. All right. So now I have to build the deck. And I mean, there are some pretty easy includes in this deck. Trees, like, I think we're on the ramp thing now. I mean, it just seems like this is a good deck for that because of some of the cards that we have. I mean, most of our green is trying to ramp us into something or draw us cards or keep us alive until we can get to the drawing cards bit or the other stuff. I want Chalice and Talisman. And then probably Shriekmaw, Doomblade. Pulse. Well, let's just put everything in, and then everything that we think we want in, and then we'll make up our mind. I mean, if we can get Frosty in, that'd be great. I don't think we're going to play any of these guys. Definitely not playing you in the main. We're not the beatdown deck, so we don't want Putrid Leech. Oh, and Emrakul. What are you doing not in the deck? I want to live the dream. All right. So we have a bunch of cuts to make. This, I guess, we can kind of count as a land. So we need to make 3/4 cuts here. Deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. can hit him with it on turn 4. Morph creatures, he'll probably see me playing black and think it's like a Bane of the Living and get scared, which would be nice. Let's see. How much ramp do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards? Do we need the Cultivate then? Because I think it's the worst of the ramping cards. I mean, other things can like attack and block, and that fixes our mana. So, no, I guess that does too. Alright, converted mana cost. I think an easy cut would probably be the Frost Titan, but it's just super powerful. We'll cut the Chant. Like, if we play against a control player, then we'll probably bring it in, because we can do some silly things with that and just kind of start getting a bunch of card advantage off of it. Root Awakening. I don't think we're doing that. So we have what? These are our ramp targets. Genesis Wave, if we get it for 3, we're probably happy, but if we get it for 4, then we're like definitely hitting some stuff. How many permanents are we going to have? We're going to have all of our lands. So these are our non-permanents. Realistically, we want to hit this on like 7. We're going to hit that on 6. So this is our curve. So I think we just cut this. I mean, I just don't think it has a powerful enough effect to do what we want it to. Like, yeah, it draws us a card, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like the best. So we have like 1, 2, 3 ways of killing creatures, which is fine. Draw card abilities, ramp stuff to hit, ramp things to get to there. Sure. This is a deck, right? This is a deck. I hope it's a deck. Please don't be upset if this is terrible. For those of you who are wondering, I'm playing the Wooded Foothills because it can search for a forest, and we're going to be running a breeding pool. So it can search for that, or it can just be pay 1 life, it's just a forest that hits me for 1 life. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. I'm probably fine with that. So let's sort by color now. So our green is our predominant color, definitely. So this makes black. I'm just going to put over there. Misty can get blue. Nope. Blue. Colorless. Blue. And that's probably also going to search for blue. So we're going to need like 3 swamp and the rest forests. What do you suggest Magic Online? 711. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess if we do need double blue, so I guess we do want at least 1 island so we can search it out. Because if we search for the rainforest with that, and then if we go foothills, search for breeding pool, and we want to be able to hit something with the misty rainforest. So we'll put in 1 island. I think we need more than just 1 swamp, though. I want like 4 sources, because I don't want to get like these guys stranded in my hand, because they're good. Like, they do good things for me. So that'll give me 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 black, 5 blue, 9 green. No way to search out the black, so we should have to draw it naturally, which is kind of rough, but oh no, wait, we have fertile ground, which is another source. Yeah, I'm gonna cut a swamp and add a forest because we need forest. If we don't hit forest, then we're not even in the game at that point. But we have, Cobra to fix our mana, Cultivate to fix our mana. So yeah, this should be fine. And we have, the islands we can search with Cultivate for basic lands, and we have swamps and stuff. Okay, yeah. This looks like a pile of 40 cards. Yeah. This is a pile of 40 cards. All right. Sure. I'll give it a shot. Who knows? Maybe we'll be great. Maybe we'll be terrible. See you guys in the first round.